All right, welcome back to another episode of Bar Banter. Today with me, I have Joe Elliott, who has been here at O'Callahan's. By the way, coming to you from the third floor studio above 29 West Hubbard. So, Joe, you've been here for a while. You've been a doorman. Now you're a bartender. You also serve. You've done everything. So give me your history of like how you started here and like how everything came about.
Oh, completely by like luck. My wife, Rachel, was working here as a server, and the last door guy got fired.
Doorman,
door host. He got fired for some incident, and I needed a job at the time. And she's like, "Hey, Peter actually called me in, like, hey, would you be interested?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever." And yeah, it was completely by chance, and I've been there for like 4.5, 5 years now.
And since then, you've climbed from like door guy to
from the gutter.
Like door guy, like up to bartender to server to now part manager, right? So
Assistant
like
too.
like, which is actually scary as hell right now.
Watch out. Be careful.
Right. Although I'm not really afraid of you.
I'm not scared about it, but
I ain't scared.
the rest of you guys should be.
They should be. The guys who should be scared are the guys who come to the bar and decide to get themselves out of control. And you're at the door and they decide, hey, I'm 5'4" and I'm 140 pounds and I'm going to come after you. Like, you know what? You might want to reevaluate like your decisions in life, right?
It's usually the little guys, yeah.
Yeah. Like you're not a big brute. You're not like a guy who like beats people up. But like if someone comes after you, you're going to fuck them up, right?
I mean, I try to stay humble, but like I'm not scared of anybody, I mean, I got a job to do, and sometimes things happen, yeah.
That's the way it goes.
I mean,
right?
As far as like door guys go, if you look at the people like next door to us, I'm a smaller door guy, you know what I mean? Like,
what's funny is you're like, what, 6'2", maybe?
Like 6 foot even?
Yeah, 6 foot.
The hair helps.
And
It hits a little
and
bit.
stout. But like there are dudes down the street who are like 6'4".
There's beasts out here, yeah.
$300 pounds, but like, poof, right? But like, you just don't take shit from people.
No, I mean, my brother, my middle brother, he's like 6'3", 300 pounds. He's way bigger than me and just beat the shit out of me my whole fucking life. So it's like, what's the worst going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, he's been beating me up forever. I'm still here. Like, I'm not scared of nobody. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to beat everybody up, but, like, what's the worst that could happen? Like,
as a door guy here, what's your biggest challenge? Like, what do you face that like drives you freaking crazy
as of
every
late?
day? Yeah.
Peter said if I punch anybody, I'll get fired again. So, all right, if I punch anybody again, I'll get fired. So I've had to be a lot more political.
You get fired again? Or you
No, I had to switch that around. If I punch anybody else another time, it's over with. But that's not, but so I've had to be a little more political and like learn de-escalation skills. There's been a learning curve with that as far as that goes. Because like when I first started here, especially after COVID, like I was the only security at all. And it was kind of rough down here after COVID. If anybody remembers how River North was like directly after, it was kind of rough out here. And I was the only, like I'm on the front and the back line, you know what I mean? So if my whole like mindset was if, somebody fucking beats me up or knocks me out, what's going to happen to my staff? There's nobody else so unfortunately sometimes I'd jump the gun possibly. And,
well, that's life as doorman.
I guess so. I hope so.
As far as like checking IDs, I've done it. I've stood by the door. I've checked IDs. Like it's hysterical. Like what is one of your funniest stories about checking an ID? Because the women don't want to get checked.
Oh,
but then they want to get checked.
You can't
and they
win.
don't want to get checked. Like, I don't know.
The like 30 to 40-year-old women, you can't win. If you don't check it, it means you're calling them old. If you do check it, they're fucking annoyed because they're old enough. So you can't win. You just learn to laugh that off. My favorite thing is like when you have a woman who's clearly older, 50, 60-year, I like to stop and miss, sorry, you got to be 21 to come in. I need your ID. And they fucking love that. They get a kick out of it.
They love that.
That's my
go-to. Favorite line from Peter is when he's like, I'll check your ID when you leave.
On the way out, yeah. I'm being lazy
on the
right
way
now.
out.
People fucking love it,
Right.
But we're really just being lazy and trying to not do stuff.
Yeah. No, we keep a clean ship around here.
But no, I mean, it's always fun when, not fun, but I guess when you're out there and people give you obvious fake ID and they want to like argue with you. It's like, let's just go somewhere else. You know, we're not taking your ID like other places. You know, we know how it is to be a kid. You know, it's like, here, I'll give it back. We'll just go somewhere else. And people will literally like stare you in the face and argue like, oh, it's real. Like, no, like whatever. If it's real, then go down the street.
When people walk up, you could tell like this is going to be a decent group or this is going to be a douchebag group, like right away. Like, you know, immediately, like, okay, here's the ringleader. Here's the guy who is the king douchebag.
I always tell them after I tell them to leave, I tell them to make sure the next bar they go to, put that guy in the back of the line so he don't ruin their chances.
Exactly. So now you transitioned into bartender, right? Let's talk about bar rules. Okay. Like, we all have our own bar rules, right? Like, so for example, someone comes in and it's semi-quiet and they get on a FaceTime call. What do you do?
I mean, I try to check on them right away, obviously, but if they're just too busy, I'm not going to stand there and wait. I'm going to walk away. I already like came and greeted them and set a coaster down or whatever. But if they're too busy I'm not going to stand there and wait on you. You know what I mean? I'll walk away and now I'm going to ignore you longer.
I think my point is they're on a FaceTime call and it's audible to everyone in the room. So do you say anything? Do you do anything? Because I do.
Personally, not. I mean, I've heard the story. Yeah,
oh, no, I walk up and like,
story for sure. I'm not at that level of bartending yet. I'm still the new guy, the low guy in the totem pole. So like, I still, you know, basically I'll just make people wait. That's my kind of go-to. Like, okay,
you
if I come
say
to you,
whatever the fuck you want to say because you're menacing. You scare people.
But that's the whole point. Is like, so I've had people were afraid of that, and I think that's why it took me so long to bartend because people know how I am with the door, and I'll say whatever. So I had kind of had like this reputation I had to kind of get around as a bartender and be a lot nicer. And even Morrow had said it to me before, like working with him, who I learned so much from, by the way. Morrow's awesome. He's like, you know, I thought you'd be more like an asshole back here. Like, you know, like, but you're not, you're cool. Like, you know, you work with like people. Remember the crazy girl, I don't want to say her, I don't know if I should mean, whatever. She was nuts. She was behind there and like have a chip on her shoulder and just be treating people and being mean to them. Where it's like behind the bar, I try to be nice. I don't take any shit, obviously. But I don't go out of my way to like be mean to customers and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I had to earn this place, so I'm a lot more thankful for it. So I don't want to ruin that. My go-to basis is I'll make somebody wait. If they're being an asshole, I'll walk away. Make them wait longer, purposely ignore them. But I can pretty good and nicely tell somebody go get fucked too, you know?
Yeah, you remember my story from like back when you started this thing, like the whole guy who came in and like shushed me because he was on the phone.
It's legendary around here.
Oh no, it happened again.
It's inscribed on the wall of our bathroom.
It is. It should be on the wall, bathroom wall. But it happened again. Guy came in and I'm like, how's it going? He's like, I'm like, God, I hate you. Like, I don't like anything about you. Like, just go.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
So I ignored him. I was like, yeah. He's like, can I get a fucking beer? I'm like, no. I'm like, why don't you just go down the street?
Yeah, like I tried to get you a beer, bro. Like you're being a dick.
People are so not aware of themselves.
People are assholes. And side note,
here we go.
At the door, I'm petty enough to where if someone's a real dick to me trying to get in, I turn them away. I'm not above following them down the block and making sure they don't get into any other bar too. Like I've done that if they're a really big asshole. Like you're spending all this energy being
you're
an asshole
protecting
to me.
Everybody else.
I'm gonna ruin your whole fucking night now. Like I'll follow you down the street and make sure no bar lets you in. Like, so yeah. Side note.
I guess the key to this whole thing is don't fuck with Joe. Right?
Oh, fuck with me. My job's boring. Please, like I need something to do out there.
I need something to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, let's talk bar rules. So we talked FaceTime, no, right? What really annoys you when someone comes into a bar? What they do? Like, give me one
when
thing.
They want to like, oh, I'll have one beer. What beer? Like we got 20 on tap. You know, we got all these bottles.
I know.
Like, okay, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Here, the whole list is right here, my friend. Like we've got so much stuff. I can't sit here.
No, my favorite thing is like when they come in, like, oh, can I taste this? Can I taste the Smithwicks? I'm like, you mean Smittix?
Smittix.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Can I taste this? Can I taste that? I'm like, sure, because it's a California wine tasting area. And
Catalina wine mixer.
And so fucking Catalina wine mixer. And so they try all these beers and they're like, let's go with a Coors Light. I'm like,
yeah, that's horrible.
Go home.
I mean, I don't mind, a couple little sips of something here and there. If they're cool about it and they're talking, hey, what's this? I never had that. But yeah, you get like two and that's it. Or like, and And I'm not much of like again. I've only been bartending a few months. I'm not like a aficionado like some people are as far as like beers. Like I'm, if I drink a beer, I'm drinking Corona. Usually I'm tequila pineapple, so I don't know too much about beers. I'm learning as I get back there. But I hate when they're like, oh, what's this like, and what's this like, and like, hey, we got this is on special. I'll give you a little sample, check it out, and I'm gone. Like. But I hate people and they don't know what they want. And they want to sit there and ask you questions. They have you sit there while they decide. Because I come in and when they sit down, I'm checking on them right away. Hey, how you doing? Coasters right there.
I like the people come in and are like,
yeah, I'll be back. I'll walk away.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll walk away.
I'm like, yeah, I'll be back.
I got to keep moving back there.
I can't do this right now. I want to go back to your doorman stories because everybody knows that on St. Patrick's Day or the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day is the parade. And that is a complete and utter shit show. Parade here is legendary at O'Callahan's.
Yeah.
Stools, glasses, everything downstairs. It's just all plastic, standing room only, right? You've seen some crazy stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
Outside the bar.
Videos
like
too,
not
yeah.
even in the bar. Like outside while they're waiting in line.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I show up at like 8 a.m. to open the bar at 9 a.m. for parade day.
They're already freaking out there.
They're lined up and they're just hammered. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen some stuff.
Yeah. There's literally, so like our front door is here. There's another like door next to us, like probably 3 feet down with a little indent. I've got it on video on my TikTok page. There's a dude sitting there with his back to us, getting a while there's 100 people in line waiting to come in on St. Patrick's Parade. Literally 100 people, and you just see her back there behind him. You see the shoulders going. So I'm recording now. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, check this out, guys.
My favorite part of that video was when she goes, "I'm not giving him a."
Like, come on.
Yeah, you are. You kind of are.
What else is going on back there?
I think she's like,
and the worst part, that's like the puke and shit corner. So many people puke in that little cubby. Pee. It's disgusting. Like, I would not.
It's amateur hour. Like, parade day is amateur
Full
hour
blown.
for sure. Like, full blown. A girl come up to the bar we opened up at 9. It was 9:03 a.m. And she goes, I would like. I go, nope.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're done.
Like, you're done. Like, there's like, would you like a water? Like,
door guy, we got a removal, please.
Right. Like, how the fuck did she get past you, Joe? By the way, I have no idea.
I don't start that early on St. Patrick's Day. I work late night.
So it's not your fault.
That's the swing shift.
Oh my God, it's nuts, dude.
No, it's rough. It is, but I mean, I feel like I love St. Patrick's Day because we got it kind of down to a science. It's way different than usual. Yeah. We got a bigger door and security staff that day with people helping out. Thank God for that. Thank God for Peter being out there in the trenches too, the man with the plan. The motherfucking Godfather, Hubbard Street. But it's easier. We handle people differently, and we select crews. We can bring them into the back door to go to different floors, and it's
kind of like Goodfellas on St. Patrick's Day.
So what?
It's like Goodfellas on St. Patrick's Day.
It's fucking Goodfellas every day out there with that man. Are you kidding me?
I know,
dude.
I know. With Peter, like he's,
I mean, what other bosses at the fucking door? What you get Friday, Saturday nights?
He takes no shit,
dude.
He takes no shit. Knows how to handle it.
That's the man, bro.
And you learn from him, right?
Dude, completely. I mean, that's kind of why I think why I'm in the position I am because like I've worked so closely with him this whole time here, and like I know, what his pet peeves are, what he's upset with servers and other staff about, and I'm able to kind of like remember that and go along them lines, I guess.
Have you ever encountered anything? Because I have recently. I'm still kind of scarred from this. I don't know what to say.
It's a safe space, Teddy. Come on, let it out. It's okay.
Okay. Have you dealt with a customer who's just like peed themselves continuously from the bathroom all the way to their chair?
No, but I had a industry she was a regular, sat at the top of the bar, peed on herself, and then she left and she had to run on her tab. And I didn't know she peed herself. She was wearing all black, but I saw the puddle. And Rachel's like, oh, she got to pay. So I went and caught her on the corner. She's arguing with me, fighting me. And I'm like, Ma, like, just come pay your tab. You come here all the time in your industry. I know you're a manager. Like, I literally text your manager right now. Just come pay your fucking tab. What are you doing? And she's fighting me and arguing with me. And I realized after the fact, she didn't want to come back in because she knew she peed on herself. And she's like embarrassed, So that was like a messed up situation. She's not allowed anymore. But flat out, just like, it was.
We have a regular. We'll call her Tammy. It's not a real name.
PP Tammy.
Yeah, PP Tammy. She went to the bathroom and we were wondering what was happening to her. And so my server went in there and she's like, oh, checked on her and helped her like get herself together. And, get back. And on the way back was just a trail of pee, like all the way. Like she'd never stopped peeing, like just all the way back to her chair. And then
That takes talent.
Then she sat down in her chair and gushed a puddle of pee again. It's not pretty.
That's messed up.
It's not pretty. Give me your biggest douchebag of the month.
Of the month?
Who's one dude who came in who like wanted to get in here and like just thought he was.
It was on.
It's always a dude. Like it's almost always a dude.
It's always a dude. So see, speaking on a side note, okay, so that's why I have the Karen haircut. It confuses the Karens at the door. It makes them think I'm one of them. It's a false flag. So it calms them down.
You got the Karen cut going?
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Can I touch your manager?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we have been a lot of Christmas parties lately. And it's like never fails. Friday, Saturday night, you have like 20, 30 people, whether it's a Christmas party, wedding party, show up. No reservation. They want to come in, expect us to take care of them. 30 people, Saturday fucking night. So I had this group come up. We're kind of slow to accommodating them. And I'm, talking to the people in front, how many do you have? And radioing upstairs to see where I could put them. And here comes fucking Ken out of the back, Chadwick. And he's like, oh, what's the problem? Why can't we get in? And I'm like, bro, I'm just asking how many fucking people you have so I know where to put you. Chad, yeah. I know where to put you. And he's just being an asshole. I'm like, bro, like, slow the fuck down. I gotta know. Where else do you go? Where do you go to any restaurant or bar where you can't, you just tell them, I don't know how many people we have. You have to tell the party size, right? So if they can know if they can fit you or not. Like, am I right?
Especially like 10 o'clock at night.
Bro, 11, 12, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I gotta figure it out. So now I get them in. I decide to put them on the third floor because they're kind of well dressed. Now I get to the elevator, waiting for the elevator, and this same fucking dude, in case he's running his fucking mouth, oh, why can't we go up the stairs? I'm like, look, bro, you fucking walked in deep as hell. I'm accommodating you guys, putting you on my fucking lounge. You're getting VIP fucking service right now. Do you want to go wait outside? Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to take care of you. Either shut up or go outside. Like, what? And so his friends, I love turning the group against the single person's asshole.
That's always fun, actually.
That's always amazing. You find the weakest link and so yeah, that was the dude for sure. He pissed me off, and all his friends are all ragging on him. So I get him up here, and obviously it's fucking awesome up here. People appreciate getting put up here. So on the way out, they're all thanking me, obviously, and of course, dude walks out all. I want to do eye contact and shit. But of the month, yeah, like that's probably the most recent,
right?
And I love making people feel stupid because I feel like I've kind of learned.
I know,
to be tactful. Like I don't gotta like
I've said this a million times, and it happened again today. Like when I can't stress this enough. When someone comes in and you greet them and you're like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? He's like, Guinness. I'm like,
yeah,
let's try this again.
Myself. Yeah,
let's try this again. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. Why? I'm like, never mind. I just walk away. Like
now you gotta wait, like we pride ourselves on good service, but it's like if you're gonna be an asshole, now you're gonna wait. Like I still came and checked on you.
Or the people who are like in a conversation, but you see their glasses are empty, and you say, "Sorry to interrupt, but like, and they're like, ugh.
Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry for doing my job."
But then in like 2 minutes, they're like, excuse me, can I get a drink? You're like,
I thought there was a height requirement to come up here. You didn't see the
LB.
sign? There was a sign by the elevator of like Six
LB's
Flags.
taking our bottle right
Must
now.
be this tall. And I don't know how. Who's on a fucking door today? It's fuck.
The hell was that?
Chiquito.
Go into what that was.
Okay, so now we're going into what that was. So Laura Beth came up and grabbed that bottle.
Take these shots too, LB. Take
No.
I tried.
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. So what she just grabbed was a seasonal thing, which Peter decided he talked to Pat, who owns Nice Lounge in Wrigleyville, right? And so back in 2016, they had all these candy canes left over. And they didn't know what to do with them. He's like, well, you got to get rid of these because they're going to be behind the freaking bar for like another 6 months, and I don't want them here. So he put 9 candy canes into a Malort bottle. And within 30 or 40 minutes, the Malort dissolved the candy canes.
That's a big surprise right
and
there.
And it became like minted Malort. Now, those of you who know about Malort, you know about Malort. If you don't know about Malort, look it up. It's a Chicago thing, right? Now, you're scared.
I'm not scared of shit, but I just don't. I know that fucking taste, that aftertaste.
No, I think you're kind of being like a big puss right now.
I mean, I've done it. I pay my dues, so I don't have to do it again. Like, and I argued with my wife about this a week ago. She's like, "Oh, if you're a real bartender, you'll drink Rumplemints and Malort." I'm like, "No, if you're a real fucking alcoholic, you drink Rumplemints and Malort." Like, I'm good.
no, Rumplemints.
I'm good with my regular shit. I don't need to stoop to that level. Like, it's okay. Like,
stoop to the level?
Yeah, bro, you gotta be a sadist. or like love being hurt to drink this on a regular basis. I'm sorry. It goes down smooth. It does. It's smoother than most liquors.
I do like being hurt sometimes.
But it's like, yeah, it's like,
oh wait,
it's not
sorry.
good.
I just kind of went off on that one. Sorry.
It's not good.
We're doing it though. So this is a peppermint malort.
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't sign a waiver or nothing, so.
Well, get your gum out of your mouth, first of all. This is a freaking podcast. This is not like, homeroom. Cheer. It smells like.
Smells like elf dick.
Smells.
With the fucking Pepsi, with the
right.
candy.
Hang on a second.
I don't know how I know what elf dick smells like.
Smells like Rudolph's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottoms up. Cheers. Do it.
It's like Dirty Mike and the boys had a gangbang in the back of Santa's sleigh.
Actually.
Dude, up front, but
actually
there goes the aftertaste though. No, dude.
I think it's good.
I bet you do, Teddy. I kind of felt that about you. No, I can't do it. I'm not. The aftertaste is what gets me. It's way smoother. I mean, I get it. Like it's a rite of passage. You have to do one shot. He puts his gum
back in his mouth right now. By the way,
you want something?
It's like Becky at lunchtime. Who puts it on the freaking table and like finishes her fries and her shake and puts the gum back.
It was on my finger, dog.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I can't.
That really wasn't that bad. That was good.
It wasn't. Honestly, the peppermint kind of takes away the aftertaste a little bit.
It's the bartender's mouthwash.
That's what Rumpelmans is.
Yeah,
Rumpies and bumpies all day, baby. I heard him cussing all the time. He had a Malort tattoo. Yeah, rumpies and bumpies, he says. Anyway. No, I'm not big on it.
No bumpies.
Fucking Rumpelmans is like doing mouthwash, which I hate. And this, dude, one time, Rachel had a cup on a nightstand. I thought it was my drink, our white foam cups. And I fucking leaned over in the morning to take a drink. I thought it was mine. Took a big ass swig and it was fucking straight fucking Malort.
First of all, she had a side of Malort by the bed.
Yeah, you come home from work.
I knew I loved her. Rachel, I love you
whole ass
so
foam
much.
White cup. I took a big ass swig of Malort. I'm like, the taste has come out of your mouth.
It's good for your tummy though.
So is battery acid or something. I'm assuming
it's a digestif.
I'll stick to the Fernet for me, my God. I'll stick to the Fernet. Stick to the Fernet.
Joe, sum it up with this place. Like, what do you love about this place, and what do you hate, like, about people who come in? But like, what do you love about this place?
I fucking love everything, man. So like, I just turned 40. I've been working since I was like 15, 16. I've had so many shitty jobs. Roofer in the middle of summer. I worked at a fucking foundry melting metal. I had 14 years in HVAC, crawling in hot ass attics and nasty, dirty crawl spaces. And I come here, and I get paid to fucking talk to people, stand around, joke with my friends. Like, this is the best fucking thing ever. Like, what? I get paid to fucking do this. Like,
you're getting paid now what you were getting paid before for busting your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you're just now you're busting balls.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'm not on call 24/7. I'm not sweating in a fucking 130-degree attic. I'm standing around. There's more to it, obviously. I'm helping out, and I've always been that way. I want to make sure I'm here to help anybody fucking do anything, But yeah, like, it's so much fucking easier, and I'm making the same amount of fucking money. Like, it's amazing to me. Like, it's fucking great. Like, this ain't a job. This is great.
You're an asset to this place, or
I am an ass, but like, I try. I mean, that's always my whole like thing. Like, that's why I asked to be cross trained. I just want to be able to help anybody here and fill in and do what I can. I feel like like most people should take ownership in their job. Like, right? Like, sure, I'm not a fucking owner, but if you feel like some responsibility for a place, that's the best kind of fucking employee, you know what I mean?
You always have to take ownership. Like, if you don't take ownership, then like you're not doing your job, right?
Like, I hate that shit. That's not my job.
Let me give you a scenario. All right, you're a doorman right now. Doorman. Someone comes in. It's like 7 people, pretty packed right now, right? Like, really, you don't really have spot for 7 people, right? Because second floor isn't open yet, and they're not ready.
Yeah.
And so you got one dude who's just like, come on, man. Like, how do you handle that? Just tell me.
You just tell him, like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, look inside. My bar is 10 feet wide.
Like, if I were a parrot on your shoulder, what would I repeat?
You would know so many curse words. You would be the fucking most foul-mouthed parrot ever, dude. But you'd be awesome as parrot. People would love that shit. But no, like, it happens. It's almost every fucking day out there. That same thing happens. And it's just like, look inside, bro. Like, we have a smaller bar than most places. If not for the floors, it's small, the most places around here. Like, look, like, where am I going to put you? Like, like.
Isn't it funny how people come in and they're like, but there's only 7 of us. You're like, yeah, but we're at capacity right now. And you're like, well,
what if we go to 2 different tables?
But then they're like, well, then we'll just go. We'll go over there.
Great, yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Then go over there, like you little fucking mumbling muppet. Just go.
It's a learning curve, obviously I can't just be a dick outright. I but like once they like cross that line or a dick, I have no problem. See, here's my thing too, is I'm really good at, I'll be a dick to you and like put you in your place and turn around and smile, okay, and to the next person that's right there. I'm sorry, miss, that's one of my favorite things. One time I punched a guy. This guy I was serving. He came and got in my face. I'm serving. He runs up and gets in my face all like crazy. And like he actually he's gonna hit me. So I hit him. He falls down. I turn around on my next table, like, oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, what can I get you? You know what I mean? And like I've heard that story from the lettuce security from Lance was here. I fucking love it. Like it's kind of a funny story, honestly.
You just dropped a guy and then turned to your table like, what can I get
you? I'm sorry about that. What can I get you? Yeah, I'm here to help them out. It wasn't their fault. He's an asshole. And you gotta be professional. You gotta be fucking professional in this industry,
I will give you credit, man. Like I've been hanging out with you, like, outside, we're having a smoke, we're doing whatever. And like, you got the crazy people coming over. Like we get like this street does get some people, right? And Joe always handles them like, no, babe, like, no, he's like, I know her, I know him, we're cool, whatever. I'll get this guy a soda, I'll get this guy this, like whatever. Like you take care of people who are respectful.
That's our bread and butter here.
But when you come in, like it's always, what I find interesting is this: the people who clearly don't have homes, who walk by here all the time, but respect you and love you and care about you and you care about them. That's impressive. It's the douchebags who come in wearing their, flood pants and their blazers and their freaking beanies when it's 80 degrees outside and just like, they're the assholes.
Always, yeah.
Like always.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can't you just be normal?
Because they're the ones that don't like they don't know how to treat people like people, and like they think they're better than somebody, and like that's my whole thing. I know damn well, even all like that's what you mentioned. I'm cool with all the bums and the homeless people out here. I know damn well I'm 2 bad decisions and a week and a half away being in the same spot they are in. You know what I mean? So like at any given moment. So
well,
again,
we've all been right there.
Yeah, I treat everybody with respect, no matter what. I always started off that way, and it's like, if I give respect, you get respect. That's how it's got to be. I don't demand respect without giving it first, obviously. And it's also why I'm good with like keeping this bullshit away from the bar. It's like, hey, I'm not hating on your hustle, but just don't do it in front of the bar. Like that you're making me do work now. Don't bother my customers. 10 feet that way, 10 feet that way, and you're good. You got to approach everybody like a man. And I've had great luck and response doing that.
You don't get that often.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen it with door guys, like with other people that work here. Like you're japping off right away. Oh, hey, man, get the fuck away from there. Like you can't approach people like that. That just, now they're gonna respond in a different way. Like you gotta be respectful and cool. And I've found personally, knock on wood, that people respond well to that.
When it's time to go at night, and it's time to go, last call, like we have to close down, right? And you're like, it's your last drink, and like, just one more, just one, and you're like, no. No. So what do you play for them?
Well, I play Red Peter's, the closing song, but I've kind of developed a system. It's like steps, you do lights, music off, you tell everybody, hey, it's the last one. Then you play that song. And that song has made my job exponentially easier. It used to be like the lights are on, I got to go and like yell at everybody, come on, get it moving.
So what's the tagline of that song?
Get the fuck out of here. But it's polite. It's like tactful. And people love it. Even people who never heard it before. You get your 5% the douchebags like, they're so disgusted that you would possibly play that song. But for the most part, everybody fucking loves it. It's all of our staff's favorite song. It's amazing.
So on that note, for Joe Elliott, who has been with O'Callahan's for over 4.5 years as a doorman, and he serenades me, and I love it. Just keep going, Joe.
It's getting late.
From the 3rd floor studio above 29 West Hubbard at O'Callahan's Pub here in Chicago, Illinois, this has been Bar Banter. This is Joe Elliott. You'll see him at the door. You'll see him behind the bar. You'll see him as a server, whatever. He's just like, does whatever he needs to do, right? On that note, get the fuck out.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Thank you, brother.